Hi there. So, one dish that I like to make at least once a week or so is scrambled tofu. And what I like about scrambled tofu is it's pretty versatile. You can add just about any kind of vegetable to it. I like to use steamed kale, sometimes broccoli, cauliflower, and then sometimes doing a dry saute of onions and peppers. But you could add mushrooms, you could add whatever you like, really. But what I'm going to do today is also put it into a burrito. So we're going to have a scrambled tofu burrito. And when I finish my walk, let's get into the kitchen. Alright, so the mise en place for making scrambled tofu starts with a block of extra firm tofu. You can use firm, but I like to use extra firm. This is about a 14-ounce block. Also, I've got salt, about a half teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of cumin, a quarter cup of nutritional yeast, and then some Bragg's liquid aminos. And this is basically a non-fermented form of soy sauce. It's also gluten-free. So just a little healthier alternative to regular soy sauce, but you could use soy sauce if you didn't have this liquid aminos. Alright, now the next phase is we're going to crumble this tofu. So the next phase is we're going to crumble this tofu, and you want to have just really clean hands to do this because you're going to be getting your hands into here. I've also let it just sit for a minute or two to let some of the water, excess water, drain. But really, you just got to get your hands in there, squeeze it really good, and crumble it all up into a fine crumble, as you see here. Really doesn't take long. And it's done. Basically what this ends up looking like is a quasi version of scrambled eggs when it's done. But there you have it. You can see what it looks like, and it's ready for the next phase. Alright, so before we add the tofu, I've got a really nice hot pan. If I was sauteing some onions, I could do a dry saute right now with some fine diced onions. I also could do some peppers at this time. However, I'm going to skip the onions right now and just go straight in with the crumbled tofu. I do want to add my spices first. This is cumin, about a half teaspoon. I'm going to put it here on the pan and just letting it go on the hot pan for a few seconds. You can see it's starting to smoke, and that just brings out more flavor. So I'm just going to let it smoke, and it's ready to add the tofu. Now here's my crumbled tofu. Like I said, if I had onions or peppers, I would have put them in here and it'd be ready to go. You'll notice that I didn't use any oil, and that's intentional. I'll do a separate talk on why I don't cook with oil, but nonetheless, this is easily to do without any added oil. Next, I'm adding the turmeric, and what the turmeric does is help bring out the color, and this is going to look a lot like scrambled eggs when I'm done. Might need to add, increase the heat a little bit on the stove top. And I add a little salt, a couple pinches, and then my nutritional yeast. So you can start to see this is starting to look quite a bit like scrambled eggs. Although that's not the intent. I'm not trying to necessarily replace eggs, because this is what it is. It's scrambled tofu. And scrambled eggs is scrambled eggs. So, but you will get close to a scrambled egg effect with this. The other thing we can add here is just a little bit of the Bragg's liquid aminos, just maybe a half teaspoon or so. This will bring a little extra flavor. You don't have to use it, but if you like a little bit of the soy sauce flavor, this is great to add. Also, some people like to add at this point a little bit of onion powder or garlic powder. That also can work. And now I'm just going to add my steamed vegetables. So what I have here is I have some organic cauliflower, broccoli, and some kale that was chopped up and steamed. So let's just add that into here. And wow, now you're starting to see this is looking really, really good. Again, you could use mushrooms in here as well that I would have sauteed earlier. You could, like I said earlier, use some sauteed onions, peppers. All of that could have been added into here as well. And of course, give a taste and add more salt, add a little more liquid aminos to taste. But basically, you're good to go. Doesn't this look awesome? Now we're just going to make the burrito part, and you'll see what this looks like next. Alright, so here you can see we got the scrambled tofu with the mixed veggies. Over here on a medium-low cast iron skillet, I'm warming up a tortilla. It's getting nice and warm. This is about ready to go. So let's just go to the next phase. I'm going to take my warm tortilla and I'm going to put a little vegan mayo on here, and then let's build this rest of this burrito, and I'll show you how it all looks when it's put together. Alright, so here's my little burrito building station. I'm going to start with a little smear of some vegan mayo. You don't have to use vegan mayo if you don't want to, that's alright. And then here's my scrambled tofu with the mixed veggies. Boy, the cauliflower, kale, broccoli looks awesome. This is going to taste so good. I am literally going to be eating this when it's finished. Then let's put a little salsa on here. I like it to be medium hot. Have a little salsa, put a little avocado. Now, one other thing you could do is add some beans to this as well, and you would get a little extra protein, and that would be really delicious as well. Just roll it. And there you have a delicious burrito made from scrambled tofu, mixed vegetables. Ready to eat, ready to dip in some salsa if you like as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to eat this now.